why I'm leaving the US to move to Vietnam. In my last video about why I'm leaving the US before it's too late, people were getting mad saying, denounce your citizenship, do this, do that. Here's the cold truth. You get to choose what pain you'd rather deal with, right? Would you rather deal with a paper cut or a burn? You know, it's like those would you rather questions. Would you rather live in Florida or Texas? Would you rather live in New York or LA? You know? Would you rather live in America or somewhere else? You get to choose. But once it comes to a country, you have all the fake patriots with the meat in their mouth saying, denounce your citizenship. You don't know what you're talking about. America has problems too. I'm sorry to break it to you. America has problems too. This isn't about no politics. This isn't about being a patriot for your country. This is about America has problems too. Other countries have problems, but America has problems too. So you get to choose what problems you'd rather deal with. And if you're being honest, if you make the American dollar, a lot of problems you won't have to deal with in other countries because your currency is so high that you're above all of that. Not as in you're above the people, but you can avoid it. You don't have to get involved in politics in other countries, the social stigmas in other countries. If you make your dollar, your US dollar, and take it to where it will get you way further and mind your business, the only thing you might have to deal with is economical stuff like infrastructure, food. Be willing to sacrifice some of your favorite foods or infrastructure or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But besides that, you can avoid most of stuff in other countries just because your currency allows you to. Or just the fact that you're American, it allows you to. You know? First, it's going to be definitely the cost of living. That is the main... Actually, I'm lying to you. That's the second reason I'm moving. I mean, because the first and second is kind of hand in hand. So I'm just going to tell you both of them. Hand in hand, which I don't know which one is more important to me, cost of living and pace of life. So it's kind of 1 and 2. You can put whatever you want at 1 or 2, but those are the two main reasons I'm leaving. Is pace of life and cost of living. Tell me why in America I pay $900 a month, right? For my 1 bed, 1 bath, half a kitchen, half a living room. I have a 2 bed, 2 bath apartment, but I have a roommate. I pay half of it. That's why, So technically, the apartment, 2 bed, 2 bath, is $1,800 a month, $1,850. My bathroom wall and ceiling are separating. There's mildew all over the roof that's been there since 2 years ago when we moved in. Washer machine is broke. They said it's been broke for a year and a half. They said they don't have the part. Your job we pay rent. Your job as maintenance is to order the part and fix it. You get what I'm saying? My brother lives in a studio apartment. I'm not going to talk about his thing, but basically, it's not a good apartment. It's $1,000 a month, and it's not even good. You know what I'm saying? And you could go somewhere else. You can go to Vietnam and live in a luxury apartment for $400, $500 a month. And then in my videos where I say $800 a month, I'm talking about top-notch rooftop infinity pool indoor gym room service. If you're paying $800 a month, $1,000 a month, but you could get you the same crib I have right now, 2 bed, 2 bath, kitchen, couch, living area, dining area. You know what I'm saying? $400 a month in Vietnam. $400, $350. You can get little bargains. If you pay cash every month, you get little discounts. Instead of having to pay online with all the little fees and percentages, if you just call your landlord and say, hey, I can give you cash or I can wire it to you, Wise, whatever, you get discounts. So really, you can get the same crib you have right now for $350, $400. Food, you can go out to eat every day for all 3 meals, even more. You can go out to actually do stuff. You can go out to eat for $1.50, $2. A nice restaurant, $4, $5. A nice restaurant in America costs like $40, bruh. And that's not even like top notch nice. That's just regular nice, like Chili's. Chili's. If you want to go to an actual luxury restaurant, probably 80 or more, 100 or more. Now you start going to the 5-star restaurants, like the steakhouses and the Ruth Chris's and all the LA's restaurants and all of that stuff. The rich people, $250 up. And the other Vietnam, The most money you might spend at a restaurant might be like $60. And even then, you're probably feeding like 5 people, top notch, entree, appetizer, dessert, meal. You know what I'm saying? Haircut $5, including a tip. Haircut like $3. You tip $5. You know what I'm saying? Motorcycle, brand new motorcycle, $800. Fill it up, gas $5 a week. Phone bill $5 a week. Internet $5 a week. Electricity $80 a month, and that's good electricity, keeping your AC on all day. You know what I'm saying? All day, every day, $80 a month. Water $10 a month. I mean, actually, more like $4 a month. What I be hearing people say $4 a month. You know, I'm telling you. And then pace of life. Just think about it. In America, the days go by so fast. It's not even a matter of the days are long and the years are fast. It's not like that anymore. Now it's everything just fast. Once I moved out my parents' house, it's just fast. Paying rent, when you pay rent and pay your own bills, life is just fast. You're just wasting your life, really. When all you do is work to pay bills, life just phew. You don't get to enjoy it. You don't get to enjoy the money you make, the money that you work hard for. It don't matter what your job is. You still put the time in. And see, that's another thing. A lot of people in America like to say, oh, well, you work this job, so it's not that hard. Oh, you shouldn't be this tired. You shouldn't this, and that. We all have problems, man. We all go through this. We all go through that. It doesn't matter. Everyone, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter. We all put in work. We all put in hours. We all lose sleep. We all have to pay these expensive bills. Why does it matter who works what, does what? That's harder. It don't matter, man. We all wake up, and then 2 days later we're 65. Like, time goes by too fast. Bills are too high. The people are too rude. The customer service is terrible. You know, when I used to work in customer service, I used to be the people that, well, the customer is not always right. And that's true. The customer is not always right, but there should be some type of respect given by employees to customers. You know why? Because as long as you're respectful to each other, that's what matters. When I go into places, restaurants, grocery stores, you know what I'm saying? I do DoorDash, you know. I'm not disrespectful, you know, but people be acting like as soon as you say, excuse me, you're rushing them. Like, no, I just said excuse me just to let you know what I got going on. And then once you know what I got going on, you can go on about your day. But no, everyone's so rude here. You know, wait a second. You see me busy. That don't make no sense to me. In these other places, they love having customers, especially American customers, you know, because they know that y'all have money to spend. They're not taxing you, overcharging you. Some places might, but for the most part, they just know you have money to spend. That's really what it is. Like, oh, they're coming, you know, they're not going to waste my time. They're going to ask me a few questions and probably buy something. And then they're going to make it the best for you. That they're going to make it better for you than it would for anyone else. That way you come back. Business is business in these places, and they like that. I'm telling you. And then the dating scene. Let's be honest. That was the third reason. I said cost of living and pace of life. You can put either one of those out, 1 and 2, whatever you want. Third reason, dating. No ifs, ands, or buts. In America, just think about it. The divorce rate is 49%, 80% initiated by women. If you do the math, that means before you even put a ring on a finger, there's already a 40% chance that your wife will divorce you and a 10% chance that you will divorce your wife. You know, there's a 40% chance that your wife will divorce you and a 10% chance that your husband will divorce you if you're a girl. Now, that's not too bad, but you get what I'm saying? Off rip. And then the girls aren't even that good here. And this is where a lot of the hate comes from. You know, like in the video where I was talking about blue hair girls, astrology. Well, they believe in astrology everywhere. Not everywhere. And then there probably are some everywhere, but it's way more prominent in these Western liberal places like America, UK, Australia. It's way more prominent. You can find you a way better culturally traditional woman. You know what I'm saying? A way more feminine woman who's willing to work but would rather be feminine. You know what I'm saying? Would rather take care of a family. Would rather, you know, and you can find anyone for your goals. It don't gotta be any certain race. You can go find you a better black girl in Africa, a better white girl in South Africa, Eastern Europe, So I'm not even talking about Asians and Hispanics. You can go find you better girls anywhere. I'm telling you, man. A lot of people gonna get mad saying you're not gonna find those blue haired, you know what I'm saying? Even transgenders, gang, in other countries, like the transgenders look more like girls than they do here. But they tell you first. They tell you, by the way, just to let you know, I'm a lady boy. You know, that's what they say. But here in America, they don't even tell you. So either you can tell, but if you can't tell, then once you find out in the bedroom and you beat them up, you get in trouble. Like, that's sexual abuse. If you don't know what sex someone is, what gender someone is, and then you end up doing something almost sexual, that's sexual abuse. You didn't consent to that. But here in America, it's so normal. It's normal to not tell someone that you're not the gender they suspect you of being. You know, that just don't make no sense, bro. America just has all the problems here. Everyone is, the social scene is messed up. Friends, dating, you can never see your family. Just think about all the people that get stabbed in their back by their friends. I'm talking about actually stabbed in their back, like their friends they shoot them through the back seat, steal from them, set them up just because they have a nice car. Just think about it. I'm not talking about stabbing in the back as, oh, you betrayed me. No, I'm talking about they actually kill you. They actually kill the people, bruh. People killing their friends, killing their boyfriends, killing their girlfriends, killing their family members. What is? I'm telling you, man. You go to Vietnam, all you need is $1,000 a month. Less than that, but just to be safe, if you go over there with, like me, I'm going with $15,000 saved up. That will last you for at least a year, year and a half, 2 years if you're willing to stretch it, you know? You do that, you start working on some online income, maybe get a job teaching English, do all of this stuff, you know what I'm saying? You don't ever have to come back. You can live a way better quality of life, have a way better social scene, learn the culture, you know, get to explore, go out to this beautiful natural scenes every weekend, go bowling, arcades, way better people, way better customer service, way better women, way better quality of life, pace of life. You get to enjoy every hour of every day. That's why I'm leaving. Not just for one, not just for another, not just for this, not just for that. So don't go calling me a broke person. Don't go calling me a passport bro. Don't go calling me a whatever. I'm leaving for all of it. You might as well call me all of them in one. You might as well call me a broke person because I'm leaving for the cost of living. You might as well call me a lazy person because I'm leaving for the pace of life. You might as well call me a passport bro because I'm leaving for the woman. I'm leaving for all of it. So call me what you want, but make sure you call me all of it too. I'm leaving America because there's nothing good here. Besides health, which only the top 1% can afford, wealth, which only the top 1% have, and infrastructure / quality luxury, which only the top 1% can afford. So I mean, a regular person can't get none of that. So I mean, that's it. That's why I'm leaving the U.S. for Vietnam. If you agree, you agree. If not, you don't. If you don't agree, you probably need to open your eyes and look around you and realize that it's not just me. There's tons of people leaving. It's tons of people. Open your eyes. You can leave too. But remember, no matter what happens, as long as you're alive, life goes on.